Sister Wives, Diesel Jeans Model. Janelle Brown recalls Kody Brown's first impression of Robyn Brown. Was it all about her looks? Sister Wives Season 19 star Janelle Brown recently shared Kody Brown's first impression of his fourth wife, and she implied it was all about Robyn Brown's looks. 55-year-old Janelle Brown was Kody's second wife. She married him in 1993 and left him in 2022, after almost 30 years of marriage and 6 children together. Janelle wasn't the first of Kody's wives to leave him or the last one either. By the time Sister Wives Season 19 premiered, 3 of his 4 wives had walked away from him and the Brown family. To a great extent, the family fell apart because Kody preferred his fourth wife, Robyn. According to Janelle, he was more attracted to Robyn from the beginning. Kody and Robyn met in 2009 when he and his first wife, Mary, attended the same party. It was Mary who met Robyn first and encouraged Kody to court her. She would come to regret her involvement. In 2014, Kody asked Mary to divorce him so he could marry Robyn and adopt her children from a previous marriage. Mary agreed, but over time, her friendship with Robyn became complicated, especially after Mary decided to leave Kody in 2022. During an episode of Sister Wives Season 19, Kody's former wives discussed his interest in appearances. Kody liked makeup, third wife Cristin explained. It was like you had to always look nice. It mattered to him so much. Mary concurred, adding, Kody's always wanted people around him to look good. She said when they were first dating, Kody would take her shopping for clothes. For Janelle's part, she ignored Kody's interest in looks. Janelle revealed Kody's first impressions of Robyn during a recent episode of Sister Wives Season 19. Kody has said, well, all of a sudden, I met Robyn, and she's this diesel jeans model, and she's everything I want, Janelle alleged. While his other 3 wives always sensed Kody was more attracted to Robyn, it was clear he was attracted to his fourth and youngest wife the most. In a rare moment of candid reflection, Janelle Brown, known for her level-headed demeanor and quiet strength, opened up about a pivotal chapter in the Brown family saga, the moment her then-husband, Kody Brown, first laid eyes on Robyn. Sitting comfortably in her cozy Flagstaff home, Janelle recounted the now infamous day that, in hindsight, signaled the beginning of a massive shift in the dynamics of their plural marriage. It was almost like the world stopped spinning for him, Janelle said with a dry chuckle, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. I remember him coming home from that first meeting and looking like he'd just walked off the set of a cologne commercial. He was glowing, absolutely glowing. According to Janelle, Kody was practically floating after his encounter with Robyn at a church function. The details, once vague and brushed aside in earlier seasons, came pouring out like pieces of a puzzle that had finally clicked together. And what was the first thing Kody said to Janelle about Robyn? She's like a diesel jeans model, he had whispered, as if letting her in on some sacred revelation. You know, like effortlessly cool. Janelle didn't know whether to laugh or cry at the time. I remember blinking at him, thinking, what does that even mean? Are we comparing potential sister wives to department store mannequins now? But the remark stuck with her, and perhaps not just because it was so strange. It was a moment that made Janelle realize Kody was seeing Robyn through a completely different lens, one tinted with infatuation, admiration, and maybe a bit of fantasy. For a man who often claimed to value spiritual connections above physical ones, the diesel jeans model comment landed like a misplaced ad in the middle of scripture. Janelle continued, it wasn't just that he thought she was beautiful, he marveled at her. He talked about her like she had this glow, like she floated when she walked. It was different, not like how he talked about the rest of us. Indeed, fans of Sister Wives have long speculated that Robyn's entrance into the Brown family wasn't just about expanding the plural marriage covenant. It marked the beginning of Kody prioritizing one wife over the others. Janelle's recollection only strengthens this perception. She went on to say that while Kody tried to frame his connection with Robyn as deeply spiritual, there was an undeniable spark of lusty intrigue beneath the surface. I'll be honest, Janelle added, I didn't feel threatened at first. I thought it was just a crush, something he'd get over. But then everything changed. He started talking about how elegant she was. That she had this refinement the rest of us didn't. Janelle, never one for dramatic flair, said the change in Kody was subtle at first. Small things, like spending more time grooming himself before visiting Robyn or quoting her in casual conversation like she was a TED Talk speaker. Then came the bigger shifts, missing family events to be with Robyn, defending her at every turn, and, eventually, making decisions that placed her needs above the rest of the wives. "I'm not saying Robyn didn't bring something valuable to the family," Janelle admitted, but the way Kody reacted to her. It was like watching a teenager fall in love for the first time. He was smitten. It was all sparkles and soft lighting in his head. Meanwhile, the rest of us were juggling kids, finances, and group calendars. And that Diesel Jeans comment, it resurfaced more than once. Kody, perhaps unaware of how revealing it was, used it again a few months later during a group dinner, proudly declaring, "You've all met Robyn now. She's got that whole, I don't know, edgy but spiritual vibe. Like if a Diesel Jeans model went to seminary." Cristin had raised an eyebrow. Mary sipped her water in silence. Janelle forced a smile, already storing that line in her emotional archive. "I think that was the moment we realized Robyn wasn't just wife number 4, Janelle said. She was something entirely new to him. She wasn't a partner in a plural marriage, she was a fantasy come to life." Over the years, the cracks that began with the Diesel comment widened. Janelle watched as Kody leaned more into his relationship with Robyn, often retreating from the shared responsibility and emotional intimacy he once had with his other wives. The balance that once held the family together shifted, and ultimately, the center couldn't hold. Reflecting on that time now, Janelle says she isn't bitter, just more self-aware. "Kody was drawn to Robyn in a way that he never was to the rest of us. And maybe that's okay, but you can't build a family on daydreams and department store comparisons. Real love is forged in the hard stuff, not in romantic ideals." Still, she doesn't regret the journey. Her relationships with her children, her own personal growth, and her current independence are what she values most now. "Maybe I wasn't the Diesel Jeans model," she said with a smile. "But I was the woman who kept the lights on, the kids fed, and the schedule running. And I'd take that over a photoshoot vibe any day." So, was it all about Robyn's looks? Maybe not all, but if you ask Janelle, Kody's first impression was steeped in aesthetics, and it set the tone for everything that came after. Would you like a visual timeline of the wives' relationships with Kody over the years?